Welcome to the 2009 Kendon Smith Lectures. Our theme this year is Childhood Social Anxiety, Bridging Developmental and Clinical Perspectives. You are probably familiar with the cliche, humans are social animals. This sentiment suggests that social interaction is natural and enjoyable for human beings from very early in life. However, some children encounter great difficulty and discomfort when interacting with others, particularly their peers. Studying such children reveals a fascinating and complex picture of the processes involved in normative and non-normative social development. Research on childhood social anxiety is conducted in multiple areas of psychology, chief among them developmental and clinical psychology. But as so often occurs in academia, researchers from different subdisciplines do not always communicate like proverbial ships crossing in the night. However, the speakers we have here today are at the forefront of efforts to bridge developmental and clinical approaches to studying childhood social anxiety. It is my hope that these talks will further this subdisciplinary dialogue. In order to provide a brief and basic framework for integrating these talks, I'd like to highlight a few overarching themes or issues that speakers will touch on. What are commonalities and distinctions between social anxiety-related constructs used by various researchers, including behavioral inhibition, anxious solitude or withdrawal, and social anxiety disorder? Are there multiple pathways to development of social anxiety in children? What role does biology, parent-child relationships, cognition or information processing biases, emotion regulation, and peer relationships play? Might one child develop increased social fearfulness when his parents respond to his social wariness in early childhood with overprotection? Whereas another child becomes increasingly anxious when she is mostly ignored and occasionally rebuffed by peers at recess, and a third child experiences persistent anxiety as all three of these conditions occur in a cascading fashion? Do we need to understand particular combinations and timings of such risk factors for children with different profiles? Are particular risk factors necessary to the development of social anxiety? I hope that you'll keep some of these questions in mind as you listen to the speakers present their work over the next 2 days. And finally, I don't want to forget to mention what sorts of implications these issues have for designing the methods, timing, and targets of intervention. Chapters connected to the talks you hear today will be appearing as a monograph in the New Directions for Child and Adolescent Development series. If you sign the guest book in the lobby and list your email address, we'll be sure to let you know both when the monograph is available, as well as let you know when we're holding the next Kendon Smith series. Many of you may know that Ken Rubin was originally scheduled to give a talk in this series and very much wanted to be here today, but wasn't able to attend after multiple unexpected heart surgeries recently. So please join me in wishing him a full recovery and in thanking Kathy Kearns for so graciously stepping in on short notice. Each talk will be approximately an hour, followed by 15 minutes of question and answer. And tomorrow, after our last talk, we will have a roundtable discussion and have the opportunity to hear speakers discuss these issues amongst themselves.